Call the meeting back to order, and we'll start the evening off with residents' comments. Is that microphone on it?
Oh, I don't know if it's... I thought it was. Yeah, that's the last picture.
Richard Canode. Hold on, let me find the magic button here. Try that one. There you go.
Okay. I'm here tonight speaking as a concerned citizen, resident of Overland. I don't belong to any special citizens group, organization, or any special interest groups. I'm here to talk about the future of our city as a resident. After going to many council meetings and workshops that were held after the last city election, I thought it was time to speak and give my opinion on what I saw and heard from these meetings. The first thing I want to say is that the city of Overland is its buildings, or is it how many trees and flowers we have along our sidewalks. It is the residents of Overland that make it a city. Somewhere along the line, you, the elected officials, have lost sight of this. By your past voting record and past history on certain issues for this city, it tells everyone where your loyalties lie, and it is not in the best interest of the residents. We are now at the critical crossroads for the future of this city. It now falls on you, our elected officials, on which path we take. We, the residents of Overland, will be keeping a very close eye on what you do and what you do not do for the future of this city. And I would like to remind you, the residents of this city voted you into office, and the residents of the city can vote you out of office. As far as a recent issue about one of the council persons not complying with the law, I will say this. How can you, as our officials, who create ordinances and laws for our city, expect the people of Overland to comply with these same laws while this administration does not? When the law breaks the law, there is no law.
I just want to remind everyone, we're not going to sit up here, and as long as we make comments, we're not going to make any personal attacks on anybody. So just watch what you say.
Can you hear me? Good evening, and I would like to thank you for this opportunity to speak freely. After watching some of the Summer Olympic Games, I was appalled that the young girls on the China's gymnastic team won gold and had not played by the Olympic rules. These girls were underage and needed to be at least 16 years old. When this was brought to the attention of the Olympic officials immediately, China's government produced papers stating that all the girls were at least 16. My opinion, China cheats. Now, what does this have to do with the city of Overland? According to Overland's ordinances 250.030, which states that anyone moving into Overland after 1975 must obtain an occupancy permit. The facts that a council member of Ward 1, the ward that I reside in, moved into Overland a few years ago and ignored these ordinances until recently. Our city clerk allowed this person to sign up to run for political office, and she refused to disqualify her. This issue was brought up to the council and the mayor. They refused to do their job.
Hold on a minute, Wanda. Okay, now we can go.
Okay, they refused to do their job by allowing this council member to sit on the board and continue with her duties. She took an oath to uphold the laws of Overland, and by her not having an occupancy permit at the time she was sworn in, It shows how much disregard she has for the people who are living legally in Overland. When this was brought to the council's attention and they begin to understand that this is not playing by their rules, they immediately, just like China, provided papers and issued an occupancy permit. Overland cheats just like China.
Courtney Cirillo.
Courtney Cirillo from 9621 Holtwood. Councilperson Edie Cuminelli bought her house at 96.
Whoa. You don't have to take and, we're not going to take and make personal attacks on
It's
people.
not a personal attack, it's all factual, and you can find it in the Public Works file.
Your Honor, this could be turned into a circus about other councilmen also. Do we want this to be a parade of residents?
I'm going to talk to the city attorney about this.
But there are other councilmen that have problems too.
Think factually. They need to. Public officials think they can always be taking it. The Constitution requires it.
Okay. You can continue.
She bought her house at 9601 Lackland Road in March of 2003. She knew at that time that there were many things that needed to be repaired in order for it to pass inspection and get an occupancy permit. She made very little attempt to make any repairs from March 2003 until the end of July 2008. The matter of Ms. Cuminelli not having an occupancy permit was brought to the attention of the mayor and the city administrator in June 2008. On July 2nd, 2008, a letter was written by City Administrator Jason McConchie, giving Ms. Cuminelli until September 30th, 2008 to resolve any outstanding issues with her property. I'd like to know, do all people moving into Overland get 5.5 years to get their occupancy permit? On July 14th, the issue was brought up during residents' comments, and on July 21st, Ms. Cuminelli read a statement during a city council workshop claiming that from March 2003 until she decided to run for office in December 2006, she was threatened, humiliated, and harassed by city employees. She thought about suing, but did not. Instead, she ran for office knowing that legally she was not considered a resident, but her filing for candidacy went through anyway. Why was this the first time she brought up her problems with Public Works and her lack of an occupancy permit when she had been on the council for over a year? On July 29th, a letter was written by Windsor McKnight of Knight Electrical Supply Incorporated, saying that they did an inspection of the property at 9601 Lackland Road. After finding out about this, I checked with the St. Louis County Department of Public Works and found that Knight Electrical Supply Incorporated is licensed to work in St. Louis County. However, they are currently under inactive status because of problems. On August 11th, a re-inspection was done on Ms. Cuminelli's property. The inspection report that was used was from February 2007 and had expired well over a year and a half ago. I would like to know why Overland didn't verify the status of Knight Electrical Supply. I'd like to know why an electrical inspector did not sign off on the inspection and why they didn't do a brand new inspection which was required. It's time for the Overland City Administration to be held accountable for their actions.
If we would all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.